Hi, this is Santino Battaglia, and I'll be doing a tutorial for the web version of Stellarium. The first thing you'll want to do is open a new tab and search for Stellarium web version, and click on the first link that shows up. Once it loads, we'll be able to start the assignment. The first thing the assignment asks us to do is to set Stellarium to our birth location and birth date at noon, as well as to turn off the atmosphere. So let's start with location. In the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a light gray box. Click on that, and a window will show up with a map and a search bar for us to search our birth location. If you don't know exactly where you were born, just type the nearest large city. For me, I'll type Chicago. And then make sure to press the enter key on your keyboard so the map specifically adjusts to that location. And then press the use this location button so Stellarium does the same thing. After that, go to the bottom right hand corner of the screen where there's another light gray box and click on that. And this will pull up the date and time box. And then press the pause button so time stops moving in the app. And in this box, you can see the date on the left side. It goes by year, month, and then day. And then for time on the right side, it goes by hour, minute, and second. For this tutorial, I'll be inputting my birth date, but for your assignment, you should do yours specifically. So for me, I was born in 2003. I was born in July, so the 7th month, and on the 16th day. And then after we set our birth date, we can change the time to noon. And for a quick tip to adjust the time and the minute and second quickly, you can double click and hold on the arrow so it adjusts more quickly. Once you set your birth date and time to noon, you can click anywhere on the screen outside of the box to minimize it. And now from here, we'll turn off the atmosphere. If you go to the bottom part of the screen, you'll see a toolbar on the bottom. And one of the icons is a cloud with the sun. That's the atmosphere button. If you click on that, the atmosphere should turn off, and you should know you did that correctly if the sky goes from light to dark and you see the stars again. With those three things out of the way, we completed the first part of the assignment, so let's move on to the second part. It says to display the Meridian, celestial equator, and ecliptic, constellation lines, boundaries, and labels. So let's start with the Meridian and Ecliptic since those are in the same location on the web version. To turn those on, go to View Settings and then check mark the boxes next to Meridian line and Ecliptic line, and you'll know you'll turn those on if you see a thin green and a thin red line show up respectively. Next we'll want to turn on the celestial equator. In the downloadable version of Stellarium, there's an option to turn it on, and it just shows up as one line. However, in the web version, you can only turn on the equatorial grid, and this button is in the bottom toolbar again. So just press equatorial grid, and that should be fine for this assignment for the web version. Now that we got the first three things out of the way, we can turn on the constellation and the boundaries or the constellation and the labels. Go to the bottom toolbar again, press the triangle with three circles icon. Those are the constellations, and the labels turn on automatically. However, for the web version of Stellarium, there's not a setting to turn on the boundaries. The boundaries only show up if you look up a specific constellation and click on it. For example, here I just looked up Leo and now the boundary shows up. But anyway, we completed the second step. Now we can go on to the third step, which says face south. And so click and drag on the screen until you're facing south and you've completed the third step. For the last step, it says, is the sun in your zodiacal constellation? In other words, are you the right sign? Place your answer in the comment box. What the assignment means by this, It means as For example, as you've heard in popular media, maybe, for example, the month of July, people who are born in that month are associated with the zodiac sign Cancer, the crab. However, what the assignment is asking you is if that's really true. And to figure that out, what you want to do is zoom into the sun and whichever constellations are nearby, look those ones up or click on them to see their boundaries to see if your constellation actually matches up um, what stellarium shows the sun was in when you were actually born. And for me specifically, I always identified with Cancer the crab because that's what popular media has said Cancer the crab has been the zodiac sign for July. However, when I was born, we can see the sun was actually not in Cancer, it was in the zodiac sign Gemini. And so after you do all this, you can zoom out a little bit, and then go to the search bar, uh, look up the snipping tool, and highlight your whole screen to take a picture of your screen and submit that to the assignment, and then make a comment whether you've been correctly identified with your zodiac sign or not. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and have a good day.